welcome back to Coco's Book Night. So we are going to do a series audit because I need to. So I went through my old series spreadsheet and decided that I'm going to be done with some of those. So the idea was I am moving my series spreadsheet over into a different series spreadsheet because I really like how Allie's is set up. So I'm planning on using Allie's spreadsheet, and this year I already moved over all of my in progress series. Not ones that I own that I haven't started, just ones that I have started. Like ones that I'm in the middle of or I've read the first book. Like, just that, because I don't want to focus on just a whole spreadsheet of, oh, I have all of these books and I've only read like a third of them, when I haven't even started a third of those series. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through this. I'm gonna start screen recording on my computer. Let's walk through this together. Okay, so to start off with, we have our basic titles, author, and then the series of like what it is. And then we have our series number, like what it comes in that series. Like, for example, I have Serpent and the Dove up here. So I have 1, 2, 3 in the trilogy. And then we have our owned and our read, which that's what I need. Like, I need that data. And then we have our types of series. Is it a saga? Is it a trilogy? Is it a duology? And that's just the 3 of them. And then we have our series status. There is some in here that I do have that, like this one, Queen of Myths and Monsters, the Adrian and Isolde series by Scarlett St. Clair. As far as I know, the 3rd book isn't out yet, so I'm caught up. Like, great. That I want all of these greens to be caught up. Like, that is my goal. And then we have, so putting this in, there's some in here that I'm like, I'm just gonna add all of them because I'm gonna read them, because they're on my list to hopefully get done next year, hopefully. So the Zodiac Academy, as you guys see here, I have all of the Zodiac Academies and what I've read and what I haven't read, which are mostly the novellas and 8 and 9, because I'm scared to read 8 and 9. I'm not gonna lie. I love them. I just don't want it to end. Leave that. That's where I'm at. And then we have The Ruthless Spies, which I own all but the 5th. And so, but I haven't read them. Like, I haven't started that series yet. And then I also have The Darkmoor Penitentiary and Brutal Boys of Everlake and Signs of Zodiac. All within that world. I don't know if Brutal Boys of Everlake proper, but I still want to read it. Like, so I put these on here because I know I'm going to read them, and that's why they're on here. But I haven't started them yet. But I don't want not started stuff on here unless I know I'm going to read it. And then I think that's Carrie Maniscalco. So I'm actually reading Throne of the Fallen here soon, like any moment. So that one's on there, but I haven't started it yet, but I will, like within the next book or 2. And then like The Wayward Children's, I'm all caught up on. I did put the 10th one on here, but I haven't put anything over in the series status yet. And then there's a couple others that I'm caught up on, but not a lot of them I am, though. And then considering these are all series that I'm trying my hardest to catch up on, I have none completed. 0. Zilch. Like, it's fine. This, I'm hoping to get as close to caught up as I can next year. I have 486 titles. 128 series. That's my big number. If we go to this one, I had 185, but I've DNF 33 series, which we're going to go over those here in a minute. But I did finish 16. So that's a plus. And I didn't carry those over because they're done. We don't need to track those anymore. That's on the old one. And then, like, I've read 222 of the books, which out of 486, that's pretty fucking good. Like, I'm sorry, but that is great. 264 unread, that's about half. Like, I need to get going. Am I gonna finish all these next year? No. Am I gonna try? Yeah. I own 199 of them. Great. I don't own 287, but that's fine. That is perfectly fine. So that is what this is hoping to get through. Like, I'm hoping that going through here and DNFing 33 of those series, I can move along and I can read. And then I do have a spinner wheel to kind of go along with my new TBR game. So all of these, like, Gods and Monsters, that's on that spinner wheel. If it has 1 or 2 left in it, it's on that spinner wheel. So I can churn through those and try to finish series that I know I need to get finished. But let's talk about those DNF series. I have a lot that are written in my handy dandy notebook. Because this series audit, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm DNFing. And some of these may not be like full hard DNFs. It depends on my mood and if I want to go back into that. There are some that I'm not ever picking up again. And that's fine. Like, that's completely fine. They're not for me, perfectly fine. So, I have a huge stack down here of books, and they all just fall over. It's fine. Some of these I'm going to keep. Some of them I'm going to unhaul, and you will see that in a new unhaul in the new year. And some of them I don't own, and that's fine. I don't need to own them. That just makes my life easier, because unhauling books is a lot of work to do. So, let's get started. Let me pull all these up here real quick. Okay, so let's talk about the series that I'm DNFing that I own. So the first one is the Expanse series. I tried the first one. I didn't love it. I didn't really like it. These were at a library sale for like $1 a piece, so that's why I own them, but I'm never gonna pick them up. They're taking room on my shelf, and I'm just not going to continue in the Expanse. And it's fine. I don't need to. So, Unhaul series number 1 is The Expanse by James A. Corey. Next up, we have the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. I've read Scythe. I didn't like there's so much hype on this, like so much hype, but I just couldn't, like, it annoyed me. Like, Scythe annoyed me. So I don't know why I own them anymore, because I DNF'd this series last year. So goodbye to Scythe. And then we have The Gathering of Dragons by Mila Vane. I own the first one, Heart of Blood and Ashes. I thought I was gonna love this. I love Viking stories. I just couldn't get into it. Like, I really couldn't. I thought I was gonna continue, and it's just one of those that I'm just like, I don't care. So, we're saying goodbye to Mila Vane. Next up, we have the Witcher series. I own the first two, and I didn't like it. I didn't even like the show, really. So, why keep them if I'm not going to pick them up? So, goodbye to Witcher. And then this one is a maybe. Like, this one is a hard maybe. I hate read this book. Like, I hate listen to it too. Like, I just could not, like, it annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, this book was one of those books. But I kind of want to try the next book. Like, so this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to DNF it. I am keeping the book. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, as soon as they stop being annoying, like, the last 25% of the book, I was fine with it. But the first 75%, they were so annoying that I was rolling my eyes. And I literally rage read this book. Because they were so annoying to me. But it's a maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I don't know if I'm going to continue. I am keeping the book, though. And then we have Night of the Witch by Sarah Rush and Beth Revis. I just, yeah, like, I am going to keep it because I really like the edges, but I read this last month, and I can't tell you what it's about. Like, that's how, like, it didn't stick at all. Like, so I'm not even going to pick up book 2, because I don't care. Like, that's one of those where I'm like, why? I didn't like the first one, so I'm not going to pick up the second one. So, this series is a DNF. And then we have my YAs. So, I thought I owned a Pinch of Magic. I swear to God I owned a Pinch of Magic, but I can't find it on my YA shelves, or on my middle grade shelves, so that is one that I'm kind of putting off for now. I'm not really reading middle grade at the moment, so it's just kind of one of those that I did leave a couple on my spreadsheet. I think it was Frostheart and maybe 2 more. But those are kind of like, if I want to. Like, if I want to read them, I'll read them. But the ones that I am DNFing is A Pinch of Magic, The Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris. I just bought this because I love Neil Patrick Harris. It was a good one, but I'm just not really into the middle grade, so I'm just gonna kind of put this on a pile for now, and if I want to pick up the second one, I'll pick up the second one. I am keeping all my middle grades that I do own, because I do have a middle grade daughter, so we're gonna keep all of these until they're all up and out. But yeah, second one, Magical Misfits. Next up, we have Amari and the Night Brothers. I don't think I'm gonna pick the second one up, to be honest with you. Like, I liked this one, but it wasn't enough for me to really want to continue on the second one. And then we have, I know I'm not going to continue in these. It's the Deep Blue Saga. I can't remember exactly what it was called. The Waterfire Saga, by Jennifer Donnelly. I read another one, I think it was Stepsister. I really liked, so I wanted to try this one, and I'm just, like, I couldn't get into it. It was weird mermaid stuff, and I love mermaids, but this one I'm just like, no. So I'm not going to pick up the third one, and I'm just not going to continue it. If my daughter wants to read them, we have them. And then the rest of the ones that I don't own are, Soft DNF is a Lucy Stone Mysteries. If I find one that I want to read that kind of coincides with a holiday season, I might pick it up. I might not. I don't know. Wicked Villains, I think I read the first 5, and I'm just not gonna finish them, so that one's kind of out. The Dragon Bride series. I can't remember what the actual series name is for that. That one's by Katie Roberts, and I'm just not gonna continue because I'm not interested anymore. It was a book called Book, and I'm just not gonna read any more of them. And then I have Granny's Got a Gun series, which these are kind of cozy romance or cozy little mystery ones, and that one's gonna be a softie enough. If I want to pick them up later, I'll pick them up, but to be honest with you, since I've read the first 3 of them, I haven't even thought of them, to be honest with you. And then we have Someone Ascends, the Books of Babel series. This one, probably never going to pick up any more of them. The first one was crazy, and it just really wasn't like my book. Like, I did like it, but I'm not going to continue. The Queen's Thief. I hated the first book, to be honest with you. No, it's gone. The Adventures of Mina El Sarafi. Really did not like that book. And I think I already got rid of it because I couldn't find it on my shelves. So, it's just going away. The Aeronauts Windlass. Again, I really did not like the first book, so not even gonna bother. Annihilation. Gone. Nope. Feed, again, probably never gonna pick up the second one. I just, like, the first one was okay, but it was too political, I want to say, it was political in a lot of ways, and I'm just not a political person, so. Stalking Jack the Ripper. I could not get into the first book. I love Carrie, but I just could not do it. Ready Player One. I might retry it in the future. I think it was kind of more of a wrong place, wrong time, but I don't know. We'll see. The Emperor's Blade. I can't tell you what the first one was about because I don't remember. So I'm not going to continue. The Library of the Unwritten, the Hell's Library series. I really did not like that book, so it's off. Raybear, I DNF'd it. I'm not gonna continue. The Demon Queen Trials. Nope, we're not. Sea of Ruin, probably not gonna pick up the second one. If there is a second one, I haven't even looked. Witch. These are little graphic novels that I picked up from the library, and I'm probably not gonna pick up anymore. A Psalm Built for the Wild. A Psalm for the Wild Built. I'm just probably not gonna pick it up again. And then Dragon Rider by Taryn Matheru, something like that. It's there. It was okay. I think I gave it a 3-star. I'm just not interested in picking it up again. But those are that's my DNFs. That's my series. I'm not gonna go through my whole spreadsheet with you guys, but there will be more of that in the future of me kind of going through, and I'm gonna do a series progress probably in June next year. Kind of do like halfway through the year update. But yeah, that is what I'm getting rid of, and this is what we're starting with for the next year on how many series that I need to complete, or how many series that I have to finish. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.